Before you put your child through tonsil surgery, let's have a conversation first. Let's look at the root cause of nearly every child's swollen tonsils and adenoids. It's always the same thing. It's mouth breathing. First, we have to find out why are they mouth breathing in the first place. More than likely, they can't breathe through their nose, so their body naturally opens the emergency hatch, known as their mouth. And as they do that longer and longer, the tonsils are now catching all that bad, unfiltered air that was supposed to go through the nose. When those tonsils see that air, it gets mad, so it inflames. The adenoids are just tonsils just higher up, so those things inflame. Now the child can't even breathe through their nose no matter what they do. So now the tonsils and adenoids continually get more and more swollen. Now, if those tonsils and adenoids get swollen to a point where they never go back down and they get stage 3 or 4, those are the numbers that ENTs use, then yes, sometimes it might be okay to do the surgery, but don't stop after the surgery. Then we have to go back to what caused it in the first place, the root cause. Now, if you do not address the root cause, oftentimes that child's problem will return within 1 to 2 years. There's studies that prove this. So we need to look at the root cause of why they're mouth breathing. Most commonly, there's something in their environment that they are creating inflammation to, what's stuffing up their nasal passages. So what I want you to do is nasal rinses. They make syringes with salt water that you can rinse through their nose to open that area up. 2, what foods are they sensitive to? Not allergic, sensitive. Sensitivities we most often see right in the nasal passage, whether it's eggs, dairy, gluten. These are the most common ones. Remove that from their diet, get to the nasal rinsing, and let's see if we can get this child to start nasal breathing. And if they nasal breathe, their tonsils and adenoids naturally reduce down. Sometimes within weeks, maybe it takes a couple months, but we're treating the root cause. If the child needs maybe a palatal expander, which will open up their palate is also the nasal bone. So if it's wider, they can get more airflow. That can also be a solution that's deployable if the child is old enough for it. So there are other ways of treating this problem. We always want to look at the root cause. If the root causes are deployed, and if we don't see an end resolution, great, go for surgery. But then look at the root cause afterwards. And I'd love to know if any of you parents have had your ENT tell you what the root cause of the problem is. If so, please comment below.